Subjectivity is what pollutes your current and future trading performance. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. If you ever hear statements like this, I should have taken profits, I should have scaled out here, or I should not have fought trend, or I should have cut losses here, I should have used a 40% stop instead of a 30% stop, or I should have added more here. These are all statements that a lot of newer traders say, and by new, I don't mean traders who just started. I hear this from traders who've been trading for 2, 3, 4, 5+ years. This type of thinking, we call them 1OT, or first order thinking. These types of conclusions that these traders come to, in hindsight, make sense. But in real time, it's highly subjective. No one knows when to take profits based on what the price is trading at. You can take profits now, but the underlying would move even more in your favor. You can trade with the trend, but the underlying would still move against you. You can add more here, but the underlying would move against your newly added position. You can tell yourself to cut losses next time, but the next time you do, the underlying would just move back in your favor. You can stop averaging down, but you don't know that the next time you do it, you will be rewarded. You know this feeling. You've experienced it. Hindsight calling out the things that you did that you should not have done is not a strategically sound implementation improvement because it is filled with subjectivity. It is very 1OT. Again, first order thinking. Instead, achieve real applicable solutions through objectivity by thinking outside the box. Think about how you could really stop yourself from thinking and acting the way that you currently do to avoid hand-wavy, vague hindsight solutions. We call this 2OT, or second order thinking. For example, instead of saying, I should have taken profits, think, how can I structure the trade such that if price achieves target 1, I will be okay with taking some off the table, and I will be okay if I miss the target by a hair and lose it all? How can I adjust the trade to continue to maintain exposure while reducing risk? Instead of saying, I should not have fought the trend, think, how can I force myself to not execute the trade if it is against the trend? Do I need to automate this process? Instead of saying, I should have cut losses here, or I should have used a tighter stop, think different. Think, how can I improve the trade or trade structure via spreads with potentially a looser stop given that I simply cannot respect my stop? Or how can I actually respect my predefined stop loss? Again, do I need to automate this process so that I don't hesitate to cut the position the moment my stop is touched? And instead of saying, I should have added more here, and then later regret that adding more turned a winner into a loser, think, how can I gain more exposure in the direction of my bias such that I can achieve convexity while still limiting the downside? In the markets, the right thing to do always varies from one moment to the next, and you will never know what the right thing to do is except in hindsight. So instead of beating yourself up about what you should have done, think creatively outside of the box and really think about actionable solutions you can implement to avoid that type of mistake, that type of hindsight regret feeling. Doing so will greatly improve your trading, your mentality, and put you in that 1% that the average retail trader just does not know about. At Options Brewers, these are concepts that we are all very familiar with already, and so we harness the power of spreads to help us achieve these outside-the-box type solutions. We know the right times to put on specific spreads that many other traders don't know about, simply because at Options Brewers, we are a community of advanced 2OT traders. If you'd like to be part of our exclusive community who think about trading in a completely different fashion than what many of you are used to or have been told, well, you know where to find us. We'll see you on the other side.